And your question is, what does the concept of self-care mean to you and how can it improve overall well-being? Once again, what does the concept of self-care mean to you and how can it improve overall well-being?
First of all, I want to thank all of my fans for coming here. So the question is, I believe that the best self-care that we can offer to ourselves is the self-love. I believe that if you love yourself, it radiates to the other people. I believe that self-care is the best thing that you can offer to yourself. Thank you.
Alright, thank you, Binibining. Rather, your question.
Your question is, how do you define happiness? Again, your question is, how do you define happiness?
Happiness should come within you. Happiness is a satisfaction that you can give to yourself. Happiness is something that it should be the first and biggest achievement you can have in yourself. Because if you don't have happiness within you, you can share happiness to others. You cannot make a change. Be kind to others and live a life how God wants us to see. We should have the happiness so we can share goodness to everyone. And from that, small actions, it can give a ripple effect to our world that will make a better future for the next generation. Thank you.
Your question is, how do you balance personal ambition with social responsibility? Once again, how do you balance personal ambition with social responsibility? How do you balance personal ambition with social responsibility?
As an advocate for animal welfare and 17 Sustainable Development Goals, I have an ambition to attain a world where each and every one of us feels included and secure, and especially the stray animals that doesn't feel love and care at all. And with that, we can attain a world united. And as your Binibining, I stand here with a heart that cares, a voice that speaks for every Gentri by showing its heart, its progress, and its people. And I want everyone to know that this is my one and only Gentri, a city that I will always be proud of. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much, Binibining.
Okay, the question for Binibining Pinagtipunan is, what is your favorite book and why? Again, what is your favorite book and why? Book, yes.
Growing up, I have always wanted to read the books. Well, it's always about self-confidence because since I was young, I am always very shy, and with that, reading those books give me so much empowerment, and that's what I wanted to share to each and every one of you with all my knowledge that I wanted to inspire the youth. That's why I wanted to use this Binibining Gentri platform to help each and everyone to thrive emotionally and mentally. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much, Binibining. And now let's move on. Your question is, what advice would you give to young girls aspiring to participate in pageants? Once again, what advice would you give to young girls aspiring to participate in pageants?
If I could give an advice to a young woman, I would advise them to know your purpose and to learn to love yourself first. For everyone's information, a couple of years ago I was set to join Binibining Gentri, but my plan changed my ultimate purpose. And I stand here to my fellow Gentri as an advocate of women's reproductive health because I personally experienced the struggles of living with polycystic ovarian syndrome. And this is what I will bring as the Binibining general treatise. I will continue to advocate for women's reproductive health and to be in service to my fellow Gentri citizens. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much, Binibining.
This is your question. What does it mean to be a leader? Again, what does it mean to be a leader?
To be a leader means to be a good role model to the other people. If you are able to speak for yourself and be able to let people listen to you, well, you will be a good leader. One good example for this leadership is our mayor, Gentri, because I've seen so much with him. I am inspired by him. That's why I tried to join Binibining Gentri again, so that I could witness how heartful it is, our mayor here in Gentri says, Gandang Gentri, Galing Gentri.
Thank you very much.
And your question is, if you could meet any historical figure, who would it be and why? Once again, if you could meet any historical figure, who would it be and why?
If I could meet a historical figure, it would be Darna. Because ever since I was a child, Darna is she's been she's been my inspiration because I see her helping other people and thank you.
Alright, thank you so much, Binibining.
Okay, Binibining, here is your question. What motivates you to be your best self? Again, what motivates you to be your best self?
Good evening, everyone. Motivates me to be my best self is my dreams because I have a big dream and every day I want to achieve it by doing my work and my goals. I know I can achieve my best self if I do my best every time, every day, whatever I am, and that's it. Thank you.
Questions. Your question is, what's the most meaningful risk you've ever taken and how did it change you? Once again, what's the most meaningful risk you've ever taken and how did it change you?
Good evening, everyone. One of the risks that I've taken and it has changed me is joining this project. As a shy girl, I've always been afraid to face and to talk and laugh in front of a lot of people. But today, that decision changed, and that is why I am here in front of you. And I want to tell every teenager and every woman who is afraid to come out of their comfort zone to don't be afraid to speak even if your voice shakes, to smile even if you can, and to listen to those who can speak. Thank you.
Thank you so much. One question left. Whether you like it or not, yan ang question mo.
And the last question for Binibining Tejero is, if you could live in any time period, past or future, when would it be and why? Again, if you could live